Guys, something is happening to our young Nigerian men abroad, especially in these United States. I know that it's happening to the women too, but I think the men are the ones that it's affecting mostly. And I know that some of you might not understand why I'm making this content, but I don't want it to happen to you. That is why I am creating this awareness. And I hope that this video gets to the right people. I hope that for those of you that would listen, I pray it meets you where it's supposed to meet you. And for a while, I've been wanting to come out to speak on it, but I don't know why I've not. Then it happened to somebody close to me on Sunday. Maybe that is why I have the zeal to now come and scream out here. You can see how red my eyeballs are. The rate at which our young, vibrant Nigerian men are just slumping is becoming very alarming. You will hear he was not sick, there was nothing wrong with him, he just fell. And that's the end. I know that most of the time when we say men should go to the doctors, a lot of these men, you know, they always think that they are strong, they are agile, there's nothing wrong with them. But I also want you to know that one of the major factors that is affecting these men these days is a lot of young women are so unforgiving now. I don't want you guys to judge me. Yes, I know what I'm saying. I know why I'm saying this. You guys are not forgiving these men. I'm sorry. It is not every man that can survive not having access to his kids. The only motivation that some men have to live is their family, especially their wife and kids. Once you take that from them, they don't have any zeal, they don't have any motivation to keep living. Once you alienate a man's children from him, he might not be able to survive it. That is why you see them just slumping, and that's the end. I just hope and pray that we have more men who are able to stand up and speak up for themselves. See, this is not a time where you guys have to keep bottling up your emotions. This is the time for you to start speaking up. Please, please. Most of the time, you guys keep so much inside of you, and then it becomes a cancer that starts eating you up from the inside. Ejo, start speaking up, men. Seek help, please. And I'm hoping that we can start making marriages work, because most of the time, it is loneliness that is taking these men away. Because a man that is in the house all by himself, it might just be somebody that would perform CPR on him that he would need. It might just be somebody that would quickly help him call 911. It might just be maybe water to drink. Maybe if somebody was with him, that person would have just helped him grab a bottle of water. I'm just saying, this is like the 5th one that I've heard in like 2 months of men in their early 40s. And if you ask, they will say, and the wife left him. They will say he's no longer with the wife. And I'm not trying to say that these women are not hurt. I know. But I just hope that we can learn to start forgiving one another. Because at the end of the day, these men would go and they will start regretting why we did not give them second chances. If you can still make it work, please try and make it work. Don't say because there are resources in America, there are resources in the UK for single mothers, so you too, you want to be wild and free. And I know that a lot of women don't just stand up and leave, you know. There must be a very, very deep and strong reason. But I'm just saying, for you women who can still make it work, please try and make it work. The only motivation for some men to keep living is their children. Please don't take that away from them. Please. If you want a man to live long, please allow him access to his children. Because this one, I know. I don't want to say too much on here. But I just wish that we could start forgiving one another. We could start making our marriages work. You know, a lot of women are here on a revenge mission. The things that their husbands have done to them from back home, they want to revenge here. But if your husband is trying to be a better person, please Try and see if you can make it work. Try and see if you can make it work. Some men do want to change. Give them a soft landing. If a man is working hard to be a better person, please support him. Help him. It's not easy for a lot of them. And I'm not trying to make a case for terrible men. I'm not trying to make a case for bad men. If he's a bad man, he's a bad man. You have to run away from him. But for the ones who you know within you that he has some good in him and is trying to be a better person, please try and support him. And stop taking children away from their fathers. If you know that that man is not going to harm his child, is not going to do any bad thing to their child, please leave your grudges aside and let him have access to his children. Please, it is not every man that can handle not being able to see their children. Ejo, tori Ọlọ́run. I'm begging. I am begging. I don't want to say too much because I am emotionally shattered right now. I just had to come and do this. I'm begging. It is happening to a lot of our young, vibrant men. A lot of them. And I don't want to see our young men just going like that. That is why I'm saying, please, for the love of God. Please, for the love of God. Stop taking children away from their fathers. If you want to leave, that's okay. You have every reason to leave a bad man. You have every reason to leave a toxic marriage. But if a man wants to be in their child's life, please try and grant him access. Let him be there for their child. Because the only motivation for some men is their children. Ejo. It is well.